All right, we're live for Fireside Chat number 205. Quite a few things to address today. I think for starters, a big one is the House War is now concluded. All these scores are added up. I think it was a super fun one. I thought so. Hopefully, everyone enjoyed it. We're always kind of trying to improve the format. I know it's not perfect. I think one of the cool things that was suggested this year was having people put in their games when they sign up, what games they want to play. So that way you know who to challenge, and you can also negotiate the battlefield between the two of you. Whereas before, the person being challenged always got to pick the battlefield. So I think some of that stuff hopefully helps out. I don't know, but it was definitely a very close one. Congratulations to House Deputy on winning. House Commander coming second and House Warden third. If you check out announcements, I've got the mark there that you get for participating. There's a special version for participating House Deputy members for winning. And then in addition, let's see. I may have talked about this last week, but there is a public version of the WA member review and duties spreadsheet. So you can check that out. It's in announcements. It's also in About WA, where you can find some other documents at the bottom. There's a relatively new one there that lists all the WA celebrations. So the next one we've actually got coming up is the Feast of Naming the Valkyrie of the Bullet on June 27th. So the idea is we're going to kind of periodically have these kind of celebrations every year on certain dates. Some of them are to correspond to specific important events. So a little bit in the vein of House Commander festivals, but not so commander-centric, of course, just clan-wide, and also fairly low-key, but kind of a couple things. Shout out to Steiner, who came up with meads and foods for most of these celebrations that we basically will maybe have some pictures of or some facts about, and also some facts about the person the celebration is about, and kind of post all that stuff, and maybe have a hangout or some kind of different events and stuff like that. We'll kind of be playing it by ear for those, but that's something we're kind of rolling out now. So in addition to just the things like Yule or, of course, the anniversary, we'll kind of have a lot of these smaller celebrations too, so people kind of always have something to look forward to. Yeah, and also in About WA, you can find the member review and duties spreadsheet link. That's the public version. Again, there's also a link to the officer manual, the read-only public version. Officer manual is going to be subject to change. We're kind of working on splitting it up. Again, I probably mentioned this a few weeks ago, splitting up officer training so it's not just one big block, but it's little steps like certifications for each rank. So yeah, kind of some of that stuff is currently under construction. And in addition, somewhat related, we're working on an idea a Conogramator gave to me, which is having a sort of, well, we already had the WA profiles, right? But between him and Kusiak, both had kind of suggested a spreadsheet kind of format. So that's something I've been working on and kind of soliciting feedback for. The idea of having a spreadsheet that's kind of set up and has sort of all the information here. If you want the link, I can send it to you and you can check it out. But right now it's kind of a prototype that we're working on. So it's going to be kind of like the mark board, but give a little bit, or the profile, but give a little bit more information. So it'll also list years of service, show all your marks, all your emblems, your insignia. So that will be special forces units you're associated with. Your house and family coat of arms are on there. Your rank insignia is on there to show what rank you are. You have an avatar on there as well that you can pick. And it shows as well certifications. So, for example, if you passed the Marine quiz or not, if you're completed officer training, which steps of officer training you've completed, and potentially one or two other things. Actually, currently trying to think of one or two more things. A little extra space on there, you can add things too. So. But yeah, that's the idea, is we're going to have those, and then basically when you get a mark, it will go on there. And yeah, that's basically the idea, and it'll be linked as well to the member review spreadsheet. So when you, if you check that out, you can click a link there. You'll also be able to type a command to the bot, which I'll get to next, which will just give you the link to your own personal profile, and you can just open it up and check it out. And finally, yes, new Discord bot, which is Sanctifico. Uh, Sanctifico does not do everything on the server, but has replaced a couple of bots. So Sanctifico now welcomes new members in Mead Hall, which is something that Heimdall did before, but that was the only thing that Heimdall was doing. So now Sanctifico does it. And further, Sanctifico also has a Yarna currency that you can earn by typing !daily. Exclamation point being the trigger for Sanctifico for any of the commands you want to use. So again, check out Bot Shrine under the library category. Pinned there are all the commands you can use. You can also check out your profile there. Well, somewhat confusing. So you can type in exclamation point rank, and you can see a little card that shows your rank as far as text activity on the server. So you kind of level up the more active you are over time. And then also in the future, Sanctifico will also store all of the profiles, which are the spreadsheets I was talking about, which feature the marks and everything like that. But first, we have to get a format set so that then we can copy that format for every member. It's not quite as easy to see as the profiles before, where there was just an image, so you just type the command, the image is just posted for you. This one is going to post a link to a spreadsheet, and you can kind of see a tiny image of the spreadsheet, but you'd have to click it to open it up and see it in detail. But it's still pretty easy, and I think a good compromise for the fact that this becomes very easy to update. Doesn't require any artistic knowledge or anything like that to update, so any officers can just open one up and add a mark and stuff like that. Very easy to update, contains more information than the profiles as well. Looks a little more Navy-esque to kind of fit our military ranking system, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, so that's kind of the idea with that. I think that is about it. Yeah, that should be it. So, yeah, again, thanks to everyone who participated in the Your thing. Hopefully you had fun. And yeah, I guess I'll be around for office hours after this. As far as looking to the future, of course, Fireside Chat next week, but 27th, our first feast that we'll celebrate, Feast of Naming the Valkyrie of the Bullet. And July will be the Festival of Hope, all throughout July, so that will be fun. So more stuff coming down the pipeline.